to Anything for Selena's Social Justice Tour assignment tutorial. We're gonna go over quite a few stuff today, mainly just like how to log in and how to do stuff for the tutorial and for the assignment, so you can gain access to the bus and everything else, which is Big Bertha, right? Which will be really fun to get on, especially because we're going to see some San Antonio's history. So let's get started. Let me just share my screen real quick. Let me see if I can share it. Okay, here we go. Nope, not this one. I think I messed up the sharing one. Let me share the next one. Okay, here we go. Perfect. So this right here is Night Lab Story Maps. It's a really easy site to kind of use, and it's really kind of fun to use. It's all open access, so it is a open educational resource. It's really kind of cool. And this is run by the University of Northwestern University. Sorry. And it's really easy to log on. You just need a Gmail account, and once you log into your Gmail, it literally gives you access to all this. You're going to click create a new version right here. Just create a new slide. So this is the Selena bus tour. I'm just going to put that for right now. And then what you're going to see right here is your title slide. Your title slide is really cool to kind of use. I have a completed version already, so we're just going to jump to that in a little bit. But I'll show you how to put pretty much what you need to put in here. You want to put a title for this presentation or for this website. It's a really easy website to use. Essentially, it's just a digital version of PowerPoint, but I'm going to show you the features like location adding, maps, and how that kind of looks on here because you can also put YouTube videos that play. It's really amazing. But right here, you're going to put the title, then you're going to put a brief description of this project. And this project is a very basic one. We're just following Selena, the movie, the 1997 movie, which is a prerequisite for this assignment, right? Just so you can watch it. And what you're going to also do is kind of like link the two together, right? You're going to see how the Selena movie really incorporates San Antonio's history and a lot of social justice sites around San Antonio. And the movie really doesn't describe this. I think it kind of goes like underneath it. It's like it's kind of hidden in the background. But when you start looking at all these different places and events that happen in these places in San Antonio, we start seeing like a very bigger picture and how this kind of looks, right? Another thing you could add, you can definitely add anything from social media right here. You can add a YouTube URL link right here if you have a link to an image. For me, I uploaded a bunch of images. So for me, I'm just going to add an image that I already had right here. So let's see if I can do one of them, which is like, let's add this mural right here. It's a really easy mural to use. This is the one on the south side on South Florida Street. Now you want to give credit to it, right? This mural is by Chris Montoya. And I'm just going to give him like a small caption right here, right? This is located, or the mural is located on South Flores and currently still stands, right? Something real small, nothing real crazy for that one. But now we're going to get into the actual slide right here. Like I said, it's really kind of just like a PowerPoint. You just add slides to it, and you start seeing these slides adding up. Now, when you get into the slideshow, you also see some very different things here. This is one of the things that's different that you're going to start kind of realizing how different this is. This is actually a location generator for a map, and it's actually a really cool map to use. So for the first place that we're going to visit, essentially for this bus tour, it's really starting at the hotel, St. Anthony Hotel. It's a very historic hotel in the middle of San Antonio. And we're going to kind of get into like how this kind of looks for San Antonio. But we need to know the location, so I'm just going to look up St. Anthony Hotel, San Antonio, and I'm just going to look up the address. Nothing real crazy. All right, the address is right here, East Travis Street. Now what we're going to do is we're going to link that up right there, and then it's automatically going to generate this. And I kind of really see this as like a really cool learning tool, especially for visitors around this bus tour that kind of want to see where we're really going around San Antonio. I think it's a really interesting space. But again, you can also add another image too right here. So I already have an image for this. This is the St. Anthony's Hotel. And then I'm just going to put this image right here. It's an older image of it right here when it first was created. Now for the marker, which is really kind of cool, you can add another image right here. So you go, say I want to add the newer image of it. So that's going to show up right here on the actual map when we start clicking on the map and seeing where everything's at. And then we're going to put in more information right here, of course, right? What the St. Anthony Hotel was, what it means, and how this kind of looks. For the next slide, what we're going to do is this one, we're going to go to Sunset Station. And this, oh, Selena, oh, sorry, the Selena storefront. Oh my gosh. The Selena storefronts on Broadway, right? And this is a really kind of oh, this is a really cool one right here. This one you kind of have to find the information for it, and I'm going to show you on the next slide where you can find the locations and everything else too, because it's a little bit more complete one. And then this one's going to be located here off Broadway. Now you don't even have to look up the address. You can actually just click on here, and it can actually show you where it's at. There he is. So you can move this around too if you really wanted to. It's a little bit above right here. So we're just going to do that. And it's automatically going to geo-link us right there. Now, if you're not familiar with the storefront, this is where the actually official Selena store was, right? Her boutique right here. It still stands today on Broadway Street. Now, for this area, what we're going to look at is more of the not only Selena and her presence here, literally as a entrepreneur here, but we're also going to look at the redlining and segregation of San Antonio on this map. This is where we're going to bring in how really San Antonio develops not only on in downtown or on the east side or west side or south side. We're going to start seeing how the north side really is fundamentally different in location and in race because of the generational segregation that has existed over time. And this is where we're going to kind of get into what it's going to look like later on. So I'm going to leave this website right here. And I'm going to go on to the one that I created overall so it can kind of show you how this kind of looks over time. But before I do that, I'm just going to hit save, right? Just going to hit save. And the cool thing about this website is if you want to share it, it's really easy to share. Just go to share, and then you just get this QR code right here. This QR code works just as an automatically generated one. So when you start seeing how it kind of looks on the ground, this is kind of how it's going to look right here. I don't know what this other side is, but let's show you what it really looks like when we add up all the different locations to this area, because it looks really interesting, right? So this is mine right here. This is the Anything for Selena Social Justice Bus Tour. And what it really can add to this is a link I shared with everybody. So you can definitely pull from this if you want to. Your students can pull from this, students can pull from this. One of the prerequisites, like I said, is Selena the movie. So if you go on YouTube right now, Selena the movie, the 1997 movie is free with ads on YouTube. So it's actually a really kind of good way to kind of check out the movie if you don't have it already. But it kind of goes over the location of San Antonio, what it means, how this kind of tour really emulates what's happening in the movie and kind of connects it to San Antonio's history. So this is my take on it. Right? Every student, everybody's going to be different on this. I'm really hoping for that. This is a very interesting one of St. Anthony's Hotel. This is my citations for this. And then when I look at my citations, I just add my citations right here. Um, these are really for captions, but I just put my citations right there for this whole aspect of this right here. And what we kind of figure out from St. Anthony's Hotel, it's been here since 1909. We already know who created this, but we also know that this was a major part of politics for the Mexican Revolution, as some dignitaries at least stayed in the St. Anthony's Hotel, if not stayed in multiple hotels across the city of San Antonio. If people don't understand this, San Antonio is actually a very hodgepodge location for the Mexican Revolution. And so I think this is something that we could highlight. We could add more information to this, but I'll also show you where you can get information for this particular slide. Um, and I'll go over that in a little bit. But if we want to publish our changes, just hit save, and then it's going to say publish changes. And then you're going to click preview, and then you get to see all of these locations. It's going to zoom in for you. If you want to go back to these actual different locations, you can. Nothing real crazy. I think it's a really interesting, again, a really interesting website to do. One of the other places that we are thinking about going is a Selena Bridge, but that Selena Bridge is relatively close to the hotel, so that might be something that's going to change. But when we look at another location like Sunset Station is located on the east side of San Antonio over the highway. And what makes this location very unique, this is No Me Quiero Mas. This is where the video is actually shot. And this is actually a really cool location to kind of describe how San Antonio is also developing to since the 1800s. We have the introduction of the railroad, but this is also a part of St. Paul Square, which was a formerly segregated spot for African Americans in San Antonio. And we kind of see how this develops over time, especially as the movement of Baptist settlement moves out of the Hemisphere area into the east side of San Antonio. St. Paul Methodist Church was one of the first actual Christian churches that was associated with the African American emancipation and for with the movement outside of Reconstruction towards freedom colonies. So this is a very unique space, and it's still in existence today. This is a commercial district to it itself. Here in this location, we can also see different spots like the Alamo Dome, or we can see Hemisphere, or we can see how the highway is going to form and divide the east side of San Antonio too as well. So, I mean, I think this is really interesting. But what's really cool about this website is that you also can add, when you go in, instead of adding a picture right here, you can also add a YouTube video, which I love. I think it's like really cool. So for people that are interested in YouTube, I'm a very visual learner, right? So for people that are interested in this, you can simply just put the video on it, and you can actually watch the video while you're reading this. It kind of jogs the memory of some people. Another one, what we're also going to use, obviously, this is Selena boutique right here. It's on the north side of San Antonio. But like we explained earlier, we can also talk about the segregation of San Antonio and how it's developing too as well. This is where we can bring in the redlining maps. And another great thing about this website, if you don't want to add an actual YouTube video, you can actually add links to where you wrote this information at, and they automatically go towards these areas, right? So this is the redlining map of San Antonio, done by Richmond University of Richmond. You can still see where the redlining kind of lays at. Now, if you go to UTSA, you can actually see the official documents of the redlining maps by the Homeowners Loan Corporation. And I think they're just really interesting. This one also has a context motion, so it actually gives you context of the neighborhoods and different areas of San Antonio with automatic links to these places that you would want to see on these maps and kind of help you understand where these maps are at. And where these red lines are at. Like, for example, this one right here, this is Barrio Kirkwood, and this is in the middle where Almost Park is at. And if we even scroll down here, right here along the side, we're actually going to see a small little link towards it. Barrio Kenwood right here. And then we're going to see us like kind of link into that. I think it's a really interesting website to use. But if you're more of a visual learner and you want to just watch a YouTube video about it, though, A&M San Antonio had a really good video on this about the redlining of San Antonio and how it developed too as well. And I think that's something that a lot of visitors would kind of really appreciate, especially if they don't have time, if they want to watch this on a plane or something like that as well. Um, but let's take a step back and let's go back to, oh my goodness, let's go back to the actual map. So I think I just clicked off. Let me go back. Night Lab. Nope, not that one. Night Lab story maps. There we go. So let's go back here. Another good one that we're also going to look at is Clifton versus Fuente. This is where the famous spot of you have to be more Mexican than the Mexicans, more American than the Americans. And this is also another court case that we're going to do and look into too as well. Other spots would be the Rodriguez versus Teruel's swimming pool incident during World War II. This is a very significant court case to try to end segregation in San Antonio. Then we're going to go to the Selena mural right here in San Antonio. And then, of course, Letterman's Night House, which is where the famous scene comes in where A.B. Quintanilla or Abraham really and his group really try to sing, but they can only sing in English. And the audience wants them to sing in Spanish. It starts somewhat of a disturbance between the actual venue guests. And this is where we see just the moment, I just want to dance. We just want to dance moment. But this is also at Lermas too as well. And this is where we can go into the history of San Antonio and its musical instances and how that really develops, especially in the west side of San Antonio, in this area that was segregated for Mexican Americans and it continuously houses these histories too as well. And then finally, what we're going to do also is do what did I gain from creating this project? It's just kind of a self-reflection for students and for people that are doing this project. And then we're going to have them link the school that they're going to currently on this map, the location of it, so we can see where they're coming from. But we can also see, like, what kind of information did you learn? Did you learn anything? Maybe it was a really just fun project, or maybe it just was really interesting to see the history of San Antonio. It's really up to the person that does this. This is just a really good way of kind of gathering all this information and geolocating exactly where everybody's at on this map. Some people might be from UTSA or Later Lake or Alamo colleges. It's really just really kind of cool to see this. But I'm going to go into the first one real quick, just kind of take a step back because we got to go into St. Anthony's Hotel. And if you are like my college, we have this website called Newsbank. I looked it up, and we also see that Alamo Colleges has Newsbank. Other colleges, this is UTSA, they have Newsbank too as well. And this Newsbank is just a really cool website to use because you're going to see like all these different sources from it. Other websites we can use, especially for St. Anthony's Hotel, are Hispanic American newspapers right here. And then I'm going to go into that a little bit later. Other ones that we can start using for this website are Heritage Quest. This is just kind of just kind of looking at like Ancestry.com scenarios, but this is through ProQuest and Heritage Quest. It's still the same thing. I use it all the time with my students. I think it's a really good way of actually looking at somebody's history and their family's history. But let's go into Newsbank because we're going to show you exactly how this looks. So Newsbank is a bunch of different websites that we can use. Some of them are Hispanic Life in America. One of the ones I use all the time are just America's Historical Newspapers. It's a really interesting website to use because automatically when you go in there, they have each individual area ranked in by different era. So if you want to go into, let's say, the 1900s, 1910s, progressive era. Maybe let's go into here. We can go to assassinations, everything else too. Coca-Cola as a soft drink, um, different types. And then we can also go into some other things too as well. Now, for me, I'm just going to do this. And basically, I'm just going to look up the St. Anthony's Hotel, which I already did. So I just looked up St. Anthony's Hotel. Um, and what we start seeing is that we can also put this into smaller different areas of time too, right here. So I'm going to hit apply. I'm going to go from 1909 to 1913. And this is really when St. Anthony's Hotel it gets started, at least in San Antonio. There's not a lot of information right here. But what we can start seeing is that there's at least information that San Antonio Express News is collecting. This is if you want to do historical understanding of like when the St. Anthony's Hotel has done this using primary sources. Now you can go to secondary sources. The website of St. Anthony Hotel does have its own little bio about it, though. Doesn't have a lot of information, but it does kind of tell you more about that. Now, another thing we can also do is go into this other website, which I know for a fact UTSA does have this website. It's called Hispanic Heritage or Hispanic American Newspapers. I think it's just a really cool website to use. And let's kind of go into it, right? I don't have access to UTSA, so I'm just going to go through access through UTEP right here. Same exact thing. It's going to lead me to the same exact place. And this is where we can actually look up Spanish speaking newspapers and Spanish written newspapers like Prensa, right? La Prensa. And I think it's really kind of cool to see it. I'm going to go to Hotel St. Anthony or St. Anthony Hotel. I use different other variations of this, like Hotel St. Anthony and Mexican, just to try to use different keywords. But I'm just going to do St. Anthony Hotel. When we go to St. Anthony Hotel, it's going to give up us 2,000 different ones. Now we need to low make this a small location. I know for a fact that San Antonio had La Prensa, so let's just look up this right here, and it's going to give us exactly what it is. Now that's in New York, but we need to go to San Antonio, so let's see if we can go back because it just didn't do it. Okay, so we might just go off a location, publication, location, and then here we go. And now we have the location. Let's go to San Antonio. And there we go. And now we have different publications about different places in San Antonio, but this is about the St. Anthony's Hotel, which again, like I said, this is a part of the Mexican Revolution. Hotels are a major part of the Mexican Revolution in San Antonio. And we start seeing some pretty interesting publications about this too as well. I think we can actually go more into the public. Yeah. And so when we start looking at these, we can actually see some really relatively interesting things being written about the hotel, people staying out there. And I'm just going to go into the one that I looked up already because I have it on my files. So let's just go back real quick. I'm just going to go to my personal files because I already downloaded one of them from that particular website. And we're going to go to here, which is St. Anthony's Hotel. It's not there. I don't know why it's not there. Okay, so we're just gonna find this, right? It'll be easy to do. Here we go. So when we start looking at this right here, we start seeing actually other publications actually using this as a jumping out point. We have Chicago Tribune too as well. We have Carranza. Some of these places, especially when we look at different leaders, and some of these places in San Antonio's are mentioned. Madero stayed in a couple of different places here, Carranza too as well. So we start seeing this in reality and how this kind of fits into the mix. When we go to our anything for Selena's mural, I mean mural, anything for Selena's social justice tour, one of the links I actually have here is actually attached to this through Hispanic American newspapers. This is a 1914, August 27th newspaper right here that we actually see La Prensa being a part of this. San Antonio Vespada Nueva Centro Revolucionario. And this is where we start seeing this kind of language being spoken. And then I kind of wrote it in here too as well. It's like towards the end of the last sentence, but it's still right here. It's still shown right here regularly as a part of it. Now we can go more into detail about this, but this is just for a general audience. I want to put into it right now. For later references, we can also do a whole bunch of hotels in San Antonio that people stayed at, which would be amazing. But that's neither here nor there. We just want to make sure that we're able to do this right now. Again, where I added the citations, we're just right here where it says caption. It says caption right here. And then in addition, this is where I wrote the information. If we really wanted to link some more information right here, I just have to literally put in this link right here. It will open up in a new window and it will be attached right here. If you have a website that talks about the Mexican Revolution, I think that'd be really cool. You can put it right there. Or if you have a YouTube video too as well, that'd be amazing. Or if you just want to have a picture of St. Anthony's Hotel, you can. So that's pretty much it for today's lesson of looking at this because I just really want to go slide by slide in this later on. So mainly so we can bring this back for everybody and then give it to them little as we go along. So we can have the next group that comes in, maybe they're students next week, we can actually still go back and teach them how to use Night Lab and then help them research some of these projects, right? This is just what I have right now through the college libraries. If you have a San Antonio Public Library account, please use it as well. They still have access to similar websites, especially Ancestry, which is really cool to use. Other than that, I'm going to stop this sharing right now and thank you for joining us today. That's all I got. Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hold on, hold on.
I can hear you. That's good.
I'm not sure if you can hear me now.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Yay!
Yeah,
I'm
I can
so
hear you.
happy.
Yeah, I can
Okay,
hear you.
so I can barely hear you. Let me see if I can.
Okay, can you hear me now? Maybe
I-
maybe now?
Okay, now. Yes, yes. It's much
Okay,
better.
yeah. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for doing this. And I learned so much. And I can't wait to go back to review your presentation and go through all of those different repositories.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, and I think next time I'm gonna ask like what kind of repositories do y'all use? What do y'all
Yeah.
use in your class? Like what do you use in your class, for example?
I mean, definitely use websites. Um, Mostly like archives. I haven't done like the digital archives as much as like the physical archives.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, because like in my
Yeah,
food waste class, we look at the Mexican food like cookbook collection, and that's like a
yeah,
physical archive,
yeah. Sounds dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of it is digitized codices, like the Florentine Codex. I use
Yeah.
those in my food waste class as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
No, no, I was like, no, that's cool. Yeah, any way this helps at all. I mean, I'm just trying to get
Yeah,
people to
no, but
look
I
at
love
San
the
Antonio's history.
newspapers.
Yeah,
Oh my God, that's really gold.
yeah, it's fun. It's
Yeah,
fun. But yeah, anything you got, you have them do it. And if you have anybody that needs help, just let them know I'm here and we'll help you out. And then we can look at websites. We can look at anything. I'm just here because I'm using these because I'm in El Paso. So,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So
absolutely.
cool. What's so good to see you, Jean?
Go to the good. So good to see you too, Lily. It's awesome though. I'm happy that
Yay.
you're doing this. This is really cool though.
I'm
Like
happy you're taking this on. Like this is amazing.
no. Like you let me, and then you're doing everything else. Like you're doing everything. So thank you for doing everything. It's amazing.
Oh no. Thank you, and we miss you over here in Sananto, and yeah, we're excited. You're gonna be here though, right, for the national?
Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here for the national one. I won't be there for the Texas vocal, but I'll be there for the national
Okay,
one.
okay.
Yeah,
Yay! Well,
and so
thank you so much also for serving on that dissertation committee
oh
with
yeah, that was
Selena.
fun. That was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was good.
That's so cool. I mean, it's I know that Jaime's been trying to retire from that committee for a while, so.
Yeah. I think Christina's again. She's gonna take it on now. Like they were agreed. The transition's
Okay,
happening.
okay.
And so I'll help out next time. If they want me to. But yeah, it was easy. It was easy. It was nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay! That's so
Yay.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I can't
Absolutely.
wait to see you at the national, and I don't know that I'll be able to make um, the site committee tomorrow because I am actually at the NAVE conference in Chicago right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Go leave. Do have fun. Do what
Oh
you
yeah,
gotta do.
no. I'm cooked in my hotel room, and I'm very happy there.
Okay. Okay.
I'm kind of a more like once it gets dark, I put on the stretchy pants, and I just love to just work. I
Chill.
mean, chill, but also kind of do light work. Just catch up on
Yeah.
stuff.
That's fair.
Um, and it's cold too, and I hate cold, so
Yeah. No, you don't like the cold. I love the cold. I was a,
Oh,
I'm a
I hate
winter
the
baby,
cold.
so that's why.
Oh
Yeah.
God, no, I hate the cold. So, and it's not too bad here. It's actually like in the 50s, so it's not terrible.
Where y'all at?
We're at the Hilton on the Magnificent Mile.
No, but like, and you're in Chicago, right? That's what it is, or
Yeah,
where's
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's where it's at. Oh, okay, okay. It's not bad then.
yeah.
Yeah, well, thank goodness it's not windy, so that's good,
Oh yeah,
right?
no, it is not windy at all. They said it was really bad a couple weeks ago. I guess when we had our winter, freeze, and it's like it was. I think tomorrow's going to be in in like low 50s.
Oh wow,
So this is
oh
very
wow.
warm for Chicago standards. But we present tomorrow. Like I'm actually presenting with Christina.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, tell her I said hi and everything
I
too.
will. I will. Well, I will see you soon.
I'll see you later.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Mona.
Valerie.
See you.
Okay, there
Bye.
you go.
Hey, sorry I popped in so late. No,
It's all
see,
good.
Chiquito has basketball practice every Thursday, so
Oh
I
no.
take him to yeah. So I'm having to miss it, but I mean, at some point in life, I'll catch up with you so I can kind of see this cool thing that you're doing.
Okay, yeah. Don't worry about it. This is recorded, so it's all good though.
Oh, yay!
But thanks for coming though. Yeah, and then I'll share it with y'all again tomorrow. So we'll see what's up.
Cool.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Bye.
Thank
Good to see
y'all.
you. Okay. Bye
You too,
Bye
bye.
y'all.
Nikki. Bye.
Have fun, y'all. Bye, Valerie.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Bye. We're sorry
Bye.
again. Bye.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. See you later. See you tomorrow, I guess, too.
Yeah.
Also tell Newman I said what's up. If
Oh
you see
yeah,
him,
that's
if you see him on
right.
campus,
Yes.
if you
I
see him on
see him
campus,
pretty often. But yeah, I need to
yeah, yeah,
I'll let him know the next time I see him.
yeah. You should invite him to Knox. He was cool. Like
Oh
that's where we,
yeah, that is so
yeah, invite him
true.
Knox. He'll like it
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah. I'll let him know.
Um,
And he's
yeah,
usually down to go. He's super
yeah,
down. He goes to a lot of
yeah.
cultural events.
Yeah, he does. He was telling me. I was like, wow, you do a lot in San Antonio. I was like, it's really good. And then he still goes
Yeah.
Corpus. And I was like, dang, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, it's crazy.
That's so
But
funny.
yeah, so yeah, do what you gotta do. I know you're busy. I'm sorry.
No, no,
Thanks
no.
for coming.
I'm missing it. Okay,
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah,
Yeah, see you
thanks. Do you want me to
tomorrow.
go over it, or do you want to just see the video? I don't know. I don't know. We have time.
Um,
I don't know. I don't know
I
what you
think
want
I
to see.
have to probably catch up on the first one because I missed that. Because again, it's like every Thursday, it's Chiquito's got basketball, so I
Yeah,
pick him up from
yeah,
school and then I go take him, and it runs from 6:30 to 7:30. But sometimes he practices with the 8, 9 year olds afterward, so then it's seven
yeah,
thirty to 8:30. And today he didn't feel like it, so we're like, okay, well let's go.
yeah,
And now so I'm gonna probably have to go catch up on like the very first one because I didn't even see the first like this is what the website is called. I don't know
Oh yeah.
anything about it, so I'm already 2 lessons behind at this point. Dang
No,
it!
it's fine. It's fine. It's just all of them are doing the same thing. I just did like a whole overview for Lily too, so that's why I'm like, and it was just mainly
I
the same thing we
mean,
talked about last yesterday. Yeah,
you know what? Like, I have a public history class, and like, this would be a really cool tool for them. Let me see if, like, on my course fees, if I can spare like $100 or something. Like, let me see if I can get you more. Like, I'll get you more. But see if I can
what do you
spare
mean?
something, and then, huh?
What do you mean?
So,
Like,
oh,
it's free. It's
so I
the
can
website's free.
no, no, no. Yeah, no, for you. So then that way, like, if I
Oh,
zoom you in on my public history class, like, I can pay you to teach them, and then I can pay attention while they're doing it.
oh, Valerie,
Let
I
me
don't
see.
care about that. Just invite me. I'll do it for free. I don't care,
No,
dude. I'll
I
do it
mean,
for free. I
maybe
don't care.
I know you would, and all of us would be doing it for free, right, for each other. But like, that's the thing is like other people probably charge like fucking $500 for this thing, and here we are just because we're kind people. Like, no, this is your labor. This is good, and like, let me. It's not my money, right? It's the schools.
That's
So
fair. There
let
you
me
go.
see.
That's the best way of saying it. It's not my
There you
money.
go. It's
I
not
love
my
that.
money, right? If I collected course fees, let me see. Let me because I know I collect course fees for my digital history. Let me see if I do it for my public history too. And if I do, then I'll take it out of my course fees.
Okay, okay. Yeah, well, let me
Yeah.
know, but either way, you're good to go. Don't worry.
Mhm.
Um Yeah, but let me know if I can help in any way, especially anybody that does this for your class and stuff like that, though, or for your students for extra credit or whatever,
Yeah,
so
I
they
just
can
want
get
to
in.
show them like what it is. Like it's another tool. And I know I have like a in my public history class, I have a digital history section. I think did I do that last week? If not, let me look and see if I mean either way, like I can put you in at any time, you know.
Okay.
But that way and so the class is Tuesday, Thursday from 1:45 to 3. Is that a good time for you? And it's
Tuesday and
central.
Thursday.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that'll
1:45
be
to 3
like
central.
12 something for me. 12:45, right? We said 1:45?
Yeah, 1:45 to 3.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's cool.
Yay. Okay.
Yeah.
See, and then yeah, let me check on all this tomorrow and then I'll get back to you. So then that way when you teach the class, I'll just learn with you, you know?
Yeah, and then I could just record it
I
for
mean,
like
I'll
the
learn
next
with
time.
them.
That'd be perfect. No, that'd be perfect. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Okay, well, hit me up then and we'll go from there.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Jean.
No, thank you, Valerie. Have a nice day. Good luck out there. Don't do anything crazy. Have fun.
Right. Thanks, you
I'll
too.
see you
Bye-bye.
later. Bye.